Let's begin. I'm also recording this. Okay. Find yourself in a comfortable seat. If you're sitting under a tree like me, I know David is, that's nice. Enjoying the outside or bringing the outside to you. Closing down your eyes and relaxing your body. Taking a moment to just release everything from this day, work related, life related, family related, relationship related. This is a time for you to be with your body, with your breath, noticing the mind. Starting with a few deep inhalations, inhaling in through your nostrils, expanding the belly out, holding the breath in, and gently exhale out. Another breath in, long inhalation, and a gentle exhalation. One last time, long deep inhalation, and a gentle exhalation. On the next breath, we're going to try something new. We're going to inhale deeply. And now we're going to squeeze the pelvic muscles and then squeeze the belly in. So you're squeezing all three lower chakras, squeezing all three lower energy centers. So squeezing the pelvic muscles, squeezing the belly button in, and squeezing the belly in, envisioning your breath going to the top of your head. And then exhale, release. Do that one more time. Inhale in, squeezing the lower organs, squeezing all of those lower muscles. In. Exhale, release. And one last time. Inhale. Squeeze the pelvic muscles, belly button in, upper abdomen in, and imagine your breath traveling to the top of your head. And relax. This is another form of breathing that I've learned from Joe Dispenza that allows you to become more connected to your divinity, contracting the lower energy centers of the body and raising your vibration up higher to your heart and up to the top of your head. So if you want to practice it on your own during your meditations, it's a good way to start to get yourself out of the lower portion, lower energy, up into the higher energy. We're going to go into another breath here. If you've never done this before, bring your hands up 60 degrees, thumbs sticking out, fingertips in, clenching like a fist, just the thumbs sticking out, pointing at each other. We're going to exhale and squeeze the belly button in, breath of fire. If this makes you lightheaded, you feel free to take long, deep breaths. Please don't do this if you're menstruating on your first 3 days or pregnant. And begin, close your eyes. Exhaling out of the nose as you pump the belly button in, burning off all the old energy, burning off all negative emotions and negative thoughts. We're here for 1 minute, keep going. Practicing this breath of fire allows more heat into the body, warming up the body to prepare us for all the movements. Inhale, bring the thumbs together. Exhale the hands out and reach up towards the sky. Sip in more air. Holding the breath in, squeezing the root lock, the pelvic muscles, and then exhale, sweep your hands around your body slightly and gently, bringing the palms onto your knees to rest for a moment, feeling the energy of the body, feeling the energy around the body, noticing the space that you're in, the space that your body takes up, connecting to your environment, connecting to all that is around you. And with that, inhale your hands up overhead, stretch up, opening up the spine. Exhale, sweep your hands back down. Again, inhale, stretch up. Exhale, sweep down. Clearing your aura. Inhale, stretch up and hold it. Exhale, bring your palms together, sweep them down towards the heart, pressing your thumbs against the heart, feeling the heartbeat, connecting with your inner self, focusing on the energy of the heart, where our compassion and love and kindness lies. And from this space, from the heart space, set your intention. Set your intention for this day, for this practice. Not something that your analytical mind desires, but something that your heart desires. Go deep inside the heart and see what it wants. And with that, release your hands by your sides. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, twist over to your right side, looking over the right shoulder, placing your left hand on the right knee and opening up the spine. Our first gentle spine twist. Taking a few breaths here and going as deep as you'd like, twisting a little more with every breath. Exhale, relax back to center. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, twist over to the left, opening up the spine. Looking over the left shoulder once again, taking a few breaths on your own. Twisting a little deeper with each exhalation. And coming back to center. I forgot to mention to our new friend Monique here that whenever we're doing a posture, once you know what you're doing, feel free to close your eyes and go inward. You don't need to watch the screen the whole time. We'll begin a few neck rotations here, dropping your right ear towards the right shoulder and gently rolling out the neck, bringing the left ear to the left shoulder. And once again, rolling the neck down, bringing right ear to right shoulder. And roll the neck back down, squeezing the throat. Left ear to left shoulder. Hold it for a moment. And then roll the neck all the way back if that feels good. And take your time to go at your own pace to do a few full circles here on this side. One more circle on the side and then switch directions. One more circle on this side. And then come back to center. Taking another relaxing breath here. Noticing your spine. Noticing your body and how it is seated here on the earth. Allowing your spine to elongate. Imagining as if roots are coming out of your sit bones, connecting you to the earth beneath you. Allowing for your body to release all that no longer serves it. Allowing it to go down into the earth, down to the center of the earth, to be recycled. And as you clear all the negative and let go of all that is not needed, imagine a crown at the top of your head or a lotus leaf flower opening up into the sky, into the heavens, open to receive more light that shines up from the sun, from the sky above you, and enter the body, enter the mind, allowing for more loving thoughts, more loving emotions, positivity to enter. Just feel your body for a moment, getting rejuvenated and healed and loved. And taking your time here, coming onto our knees and ankles. And if this doesn't feel good, feel free to stay seated, cross-legged. We're gonna just twist our spine a little more, bringing the forefingers in front and thumbs in the back. We're gonna inhale left and exhale right. Inhaling left, exhaling right. Keep going at your own pace. Just focus on the breath. Once you have the movement, close down your eyes and focus on the point in between your eyebrows, imagining a light shining into your third eye. Twist open that spine. We're here for 60 seconds. You can go as fast or as slow as you'd like. Inhale, center. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Squeeze the pelvic muscles. Squeeze the root lock. Hold the breath in. Squeeze more air. Sip in more air. And exhale, release. Taking your time, coming onto our hands and knees. Bring your hands right underneath your shoulders and your knees right underneath your hips. Tops of the feet are flat on the floor. For you, David, you can keep your neck straight and you don't have to move the head. You can just focus on the spine, little micro bends in the spine. And for everyone else, we can inhale, arch the spine and look up. And exhale, round the spine and tuck in the chin. Again, inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch, look up, arch, 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 and exhale, round. From here, coming onto our elbows, so staying halfway lifted, we're gonna inhale the left hand up, open up the shoulders, taking a few breaths here, reaching up towards the sky. Inhale, stretch up, and exhale, weave that hand underneath your right armpit and place your left cheek on the mat and relax here for a few breaths. Inhale, come back to center, coming back onto both elbows. And this time, inhale, right hand up, stretch up. Really reach those fingertips apart to give your fingers a nice little massage. Taking a few breaths here. Inhale, reach. And exhale, weave the hand under your armpit and place your right cheek on the mat. Taking a few breaths here. And relax, come back to center. And this time, open up your knees as wide as your mat and come down all the way down into child's pose. Placing the forehead on the mat, walking your fingertips up the mat. Walking your fingertips to the left side, placing your right hand on top of the left. Elongating the spine. And walking back to center, then walking over to the right side, placing your left hand on top of the right. Relaxing here. And gently come back to center. And when you're ready, you can make your way to downward facing dog or come back to a flat back position. And gently walk your feet up towards your hands. Inhaling, gently rising up, reaching up towards the sky. Bringing your hands together, squeezing your hands together. And we're going to go side to side for half moon pose. Gently opening up the spine here a little more. And inhale, come back to center. And gently come over to the right side and hold it here, squeezing everything in your body. This is a very active pose. You want to squeeze your sit bones together, squeeze your belly button in. Come down a little more, come down a little more, and inhale, lengthen. Exhale, come over to the left side and open up on the left side. Coming down a little more, coming down a little more. And inhale, come back to center. From here, we're going to sit in Utkatasana. So sit in to your chair, keeping your hands up overhead, bringing your knees just slightly apart and sit as far back as you can. Taking a few breaths here. And from here, we're gonna release the right hand down towards the floor, keeping the left hand left hand lifted up and bringing that right elbow onto the left knee. So gently twisting the spine. Taking a few breaths here. Inhale, come back to center. Stay seated. And exhale, twist over to the right. Left elbow comes onto the right knee. And exhale, release both hands down to the floor. Walk yourself into a plank and come down, chaturanga. Bending the elbows alongside the body, coming all the way down, inhaling for upward facing dog or cobra, and exhaling for down dog. Inhaling, right leg up. Exhale, step in between your hands. Release the back knee down onto the floor and come up for halfway lunge. Hands on your hips at first. And then inhale your hands up overhead. Exhale, release the hands onto the mat. And inhale, bring the feet together. Inhale, halfway lift. Trying to adjust my camera in the right way. Flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up. Bring your hands overhead. Exhale, stand for a moment in Tadasana, mountain pose. Allow yourself to grow tall here. Relax the shoulders away from your ears. Taking a few breaths here. Inhale, hands overhead, stretch up. Exhale, gently swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Walk back into a plank. Come down, chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Inhaling, left leg up. And exhale, step that foot in between your hands. Release your back knee onto the floor, top of the foot onto the floor, and come up with your hands on your hips for halfway lunge. Inhaling, hands up overhead. Taking a moment here to breathe. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Inhale, both feet together. Bend at the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up. Bring your hands overhead. Stretch up. Exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Allow yourself to stand here for a moment once again. Noticing your body. Closing your eyes and finding balance. And inhale, hands overhead, stretch up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Walk back into a plank. And come all the way down onto your belly. Bring your hands in line with your shoulders. Squeeze the tops of the feet onto the floor so that the kneecaps lift off. Inhale, come up to upward facing dog. Lift up as high as you can. Squeeze that lower spine together. Exhale, release, look to your left. And once again, bring your hands in line with your shoulders. Squeeze the elbows against the body. Inhale, lift up, look up and come up. Exhale, relax, look to your right. From here, allow yourself to face forward. Place your forehead onto the mat. Inhale your hands overhead into a tree pose. And then gently slide the left leg up your right leg. So place the bottom of your foot, of your left leg, up the right leg as if you were doing tree pose, but you are on the mat, opening up your hips instead of standing up. So keep your knee bended and take a few breaths here. And gently slide that foot down, the right foot, and inhale, right coming up the left leg. So the bottom of the right foot reaches up, placing it above the knee if you can. Keeping your forehead grounded on the earth. Connecting with the earth beneath you. And exhale, gently release, coming back to center. Bringing your hands around the body and bringing them out like airplane wings. Inhale, everything lifts off the floor. Lift your body up, look up, come up, go up. And exhale, relax, look to your left. And once again, inhale, lift up and go up, come up. Exhale, relax, look to your right. And gently place your hands at the top of the mat and rise up, bringing your knees close together on the top of the mat. And we're going to do a variation of child's pose. You keep your knees together, place your forehead down onto the earth, and your hands are around the body. This is called Balasana. And you keep your forehead on the mat, hands are around the body, knees are together, heels are together. This posture should ground you. Should make you feel more balanced, connecting to the earth beneath you. If you have any worries, any stagnant emotion or pain, allow it to leave the body through the forehead, where the forehead touches the earth. Let it go. And gently begin to roll your spine up one vertebrae at a time. Staying in this position, but releasing the left foot out and allowing yourself to come seated on the right side. Inhaling, hands overhead, and exhaling for another twist, looking over the right side. It's a little variation of what we did earlier in class. Our feet are just in a different position. Twisting the body, looking over the right shoulder. And again, inhaling, hands overhead, and exhaling, release. Taking your knees over to the other side. Allow the right foot to be released. And this time, inhaling, hands overhead. And exhale, twist over to the left, looking over the left shoulder. And relax, come back to center. Release the feet in front of you. Scoot the sit bones from underneath you. And just flex the toes for a moment. And allow your spine to be straight here. Taking a few breaths here. And inhale the hands overhead. Exhale, fall down, bend at the hips, and come all the way down, stretching down towards the toes. And release, come back to center. Take your right foot over the left and then bend the left foot towards the body. So you should look like this. And then inhale your hands overhead. Exhale, bring your left elbow against the right knee and twist over to the right side. Different variations of twists. You should really feel this one in your abdomen. Taking a few more breaths here. And release, come back to center, bringing your feet back into a straight position and changing directions, taking the left leg over the right this time and bringing the right leg behind you. Inhaling center and exhale, twist left, right elbow against the left knee as much as possible and twisting over. Looking over the left shoulder. We're here for 10 breaths. And inhale, come back to center. Release the feet back to center. And then release yourself down into the floor, keeping the knees bent. We're going to go into halfway bridge, bringing the palms by your sides. Inhaling your sit bones up and lift up and hold it here. Squeeze the sit bones. Allow yourself to lift up as high as possible. Squeezing the glutes. Taking another breath, holding it here. And exhale, release. Inhale both knees to your chest. Squeeze those knees to your chest. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And exhale, twist over to the left side. Allow the right hand to extend out, looking over the right shoulder, twisting the body. And inhale, knees towards the chest. Releasing the knees over to the right side, looking over the left shoulder. Inhale, knees to chest. Release the hands by your sides. Straighten the hands out to give yourself balance. And then inhale the legs up. Lengthen the legs up and hold them here. Keeping your body straight. If the legs begin to shake, that's a good thing. And gently release the knees and the legs down to the floor. Inhale, right knee to the chest. Interlace the 10 fingers underneath that right knee and bring it down towards the right shoulder, avoiding the rib cage, and squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And now taking that right knee and bringing it over to the left side, keeping your left hand on the right knee and then lengthening out your right hand to your right. Another body twist, looking over the right shoulder. Inhale, come back to center. Release the right foot down. Inhale, left knee to the chest. Interlace the 10 fingers underneath that left knee and squeeze that left knee towards the left shoulder, avoiding the rib cage, massaging the internal organs on this side. And take your knee out to the right side, keeping your right hand on the knee. Extend the left hand out and look over the left shoulder. Inhale, come back to center. And inhale, bring both knees to the chest. See if you can grab opposite elbows around the knees. Squeeze your muscles all in a tight ball. Imagine all the tension and tightness in your body entering this ball. Squeeze that little ball. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And exhale, let it go onto the floor, allowing it to melt away, completely letting it go. Letting your body find stillness and relaxation. Taking this time to really close your eyes. Taking this time to settle in. Melting into the earth beneath you. Letting go of your thoughts. Finding a little moment of stillness in between the thoughts. Allowing yourself to scan the body at this time, fully relaxing, noticing the sensation in your feet, in your ankles, relaxing the calf muscles, noticing the sensation in the knees, extending your awareness out to the space around the knees. Notice and become aware of your hips, and then take that awareness out around the hips. Find the space that you're in and expand that space out. Take your awareness up to your internal organs. Notice that you don't have to do much to tell the internal organs to function. You don't have to tell the liver to detoxify the body. You don't have to tell the spleen to produce certain enzymes to digest the food. Everything just works beautifully and divinely in you. So just allow the body to relax. And allow these organs to notice that you are paying attention to them. Taking this time to create a space around the body. Taking your awareness to your heart. Noticing the sensation here is constantly at work without us having to do anything. Taking your awareness to your lungs and expanding the awareness around the heart and the lungs. Relaxing your hands fully, allowing them to fall open, releasing all that tension that we hold in our hands. Relaxing the throat. And finally relaxing the face, all the facial muscles, letting go of any expression that you might be holding. Fully relaxing the top of our heads. And again, noticing the space around our brain, around our head. Expanding into the space around us, the infinite space. Now we'll take a few minutes to meditate in silence. Just allow yourself to become aware of your thoughts, recognizing that you are not your thoughts. Thoughts come in and out all day long, and we can choose to become aware of them, and we can choose to respond to some of them, and we can choose to let go of some of them if they don't serve us. Maybe they are thoughts of the past traumas, past injuries. We can choose to let go of those thoughts and focus on the stillness and the breath. We can only create what we think about. Everything that has been created in this world was once a thought, was once something that someone thought about. So when we understand this concept, we can choose higher, elevating thoughts versus lower, negative thoughts. So in this next few minutes, we're going to practice becoming aware of our thoughts and notice what thoughts come in and what thoughts linger in your mind, and see if you can let them go. Come back to your breath. Come back to stillness. Inhale to begin. Inhaling in, exhaling out. Inhaling in, feeling the sun on your body, feeling the wind on your skin, connecting to the elements around you. Inhaling into your heart, imagining a beautiful color, whether it's green or pink or red, imagining this light infiltrating your heart, filling your heart up with more love, more compassion, more kindness. Imagining this light flowing through your body, compassion and love and kindness and joy flowing from your heart through your skin, through the cells, through the bones, through the joints, through the organs, through every little cell, every molecule is full of this beautiful light, this loving light, making you feel very light, as if you are floating. Imagining this light flowing out of your body, expanding to the area around you, onto the grass, onto the earth, onto the floor, flowing through every room in the house, flowing through the park, flowing into the trees and the birds, flowing to your loved ones, flowing to each other here today. Imagining this beautiful light of love flowing to whole humanity, connecting us all as one being, flowing to all creation, filling every crack, every hole with more love, more compassion, more joy, flowing to the waters and the oceans and the space around us, up into the galaxies. Imagine as if you are bathing in this beautiful light of love, so in love with life. And gently begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes, rolling your wrists and ankles. Inhaling, hands overhead. Stretch your full body from fingertips to toes. Point your toes and stretch your entire body. Inhale, bring the knees to the chest and open up into a happy baby pose, bringing the tops of the feet towards the sky and wrapping your peace fingers and thumbs around the big toe and rocking side to side to open up the body. And then bringing your right foot on top of the left knee, bringing your hands underneath that knee and stretching your body and the back of the legs once more, squeezing that knee towards the chest, figure 4 or an upside down pigeon. And from here, drop your feet over to the left side, keeping your right foot, your right knee bent for another gentle twist. And come back to center, knees in the air. Bring your left foot on top of the right. Bring the hands behind the right knee. Interlace the fingers behind the right knee and pull that knee towards the body, opening up the back of the legs. And drop the right knee, left foot onto the earth. Twist over to the right. Left hand reaches to the left. And relax, come back to the center, bring the knees to the chest, rock side to side. And then take your time and find a side which you prefer. Bring your hand underneath your head to come into fetal position and be ready to be reborn into a new world, into a new you, Gently make your way back up to seated, taking your time, keeping your eyes closed, bringing your palms together at your heart center, allowing yourself to bask in this moment, taking a few more breaths here. What are you grateful for at this moment? What quality in you are you grateful for today? Find little gratitudes in every day. Gently bowing down to the divine that's in you, that's the divine in me. Namaste.